Alright guys, I am shiny hunting right now and we just came across the shiny Bellsprout I've been hunting for. So, here's the big thing, right guys? Why am I hunting Bellsprout? Well, obviously no cameras on. I've been shiny hunting multiple days now. And we got Bellsprout. Let's go. Shiny Bellsprout has been caught. That's crazy. Okay, you can see there our Pokemon aren't fully all level 100, but look at that shiny Bellsprout. Oh, he's so adorable. Now, why am I catching, by the way, only at 164? That's great. Good number. Love that Bellsprout. Now, why do I have this? Well, I'll explain everything and more when I turn my camera on in a few minutes. I'm going to finish leveling up my Pokemon and working on a few things, because I also need to go through all the Bellsprouts and all the Magikarps I caught. And why are you saying, whoa, Magikarps? Did you catch a shiny Magikarp? We'll just wait for the story, guys. Well, at least we got the second shiny. All right, guys, so you just saw me catch a Bellsprout, right? Let me say it was crazy. I have so much to talk to you guys about. There's so much to explain. So first, let's start off with, hello everybody, welcome to Trial Azure Gaming. Today we are back to Pokemon Premier Journey and Let's Go Eevee, episode 46, and it's the grand finale. So, let's talk about what happened. Magikarp gave us one gift, and then fucked me twice. Okay, so let's start off with the journey, right? So, we'll go over the seasonal goals and cover all of that stuff in a second. You see, what happened was I was catching Magikarps, and I got up to, the first one was like 150, I think, something like that. And I was like, okay, things are going great. And then I missed a throw and he ran. All right, whatever, it happens. I didn't know, they could run that quickly, but he did. I was like, okay, it's 150, whatever, I'm fine. The next thing I know, we start again. We get up to 500 and something. I literally can't remember. It's been days since this happened, guys. But total, I caught like 700 plus Magikarp. But second one got up to 500. I threw one ball. It dodged, and I was getting ready to throw the second, and it ran. After one ball throw. I mean, double ball throw, because me and the girl, we have, two controller, you throw two balls. But what I mean is we threw the balls, and he dodged. I was like, okay, I'm going to get prepped the other one. I was like, oh, maybe I needed a nab berry. And he just ran immediately. And I was like, okay, I didn't know they could run that quick. I just lost a 500 streak. So I gave up on Magikarp. And I went to Bellsprout. That's what happened. No shiny Magikarp, unfortunately. But Magikarp did give us a gift. Now, I decided I was going to do some leveling afterwards. There was still a bunch of levels I needed. And we were grinding Chanseys. Now, I had a pretty high grind count on Chansey because not only was I able to get all my Pokemon to level 100 that I had in my original party, the 6 you see below the screen right now, Eevee, Charizard, and wait a minute, the other 4 aren't here. Mewtwo, Venusaur, Zapdos, and Articuno are missing. Well, I'll explain that in a minute. They reached level 100, so I decided to replace them, including with the Vulpexes that I've caught, right? So let's talk about these guys, right? This is the Bellsprout. This is one of the Bellsprouts I caught that had pretty good IVs, right? He has fantastic speed. I can literally level up with a coin bottle cap. Anyways, I heard you can get him from a girl here. You can battle what's her name from Sun and Moon. So yeah, I thought, well, we might as well start leveling him up pretty high. Got him to level 86. And then I was like, you know what? I also got some cool Vulpexes. Let's, we shiny hunt Vulpex. We have this guy who has fantastic HP, best everything else. He's another one that could be totally trained up. They need to be level 100. And then our shiny. He's not the best, right? But 2 bottle caps, and he has best HP and best speed, so we could have a perfect IV shiny Vulpex, right? The Magikarp did give us one gift. Now, I haven't tried that, what is it called? Super training, fast training? The guy in the thing. I haven't done that yet, so I don't know how it works. I haven't even gotten a bottle cap at all. But Magikarp did give us one gift. This was a perfect IV Magikarp. And we caught him in the first batch. He was like he was near the end though. He was like 240 something. So in that first batch, I got a perfect IV Magikarp. And so when we got done leveling our Pokemon, right? And I'll show you the Pokemon in a minute. I was like, okay, I might as well level everybody else up. So you can see a bunch of Pokemon got leveled. There's Venusaur level 100. There's Charizard level 100. That's 2 out of the 6 we needed. Obviously, you saw Eevee and you saw Charizard, so that's 4. You saw the Gyarados, that's 5, so I don't even need to show you the others. But I will, because obviously, why not? We caught a couple of Chanseys that have nearly perfect IVs. They're missing one bad one. Mewtwo's level 100 here. Articuno and Zapdos is level 100. I did a little bit of training. A lot of my guys are in the hundreds or 80, 90. So when my Chansey thing broke, I accidentally ran out of balls. And it ran, and I was like, oh, my thing's broke. I'm done with this game. I want to move on. So, yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. In this game, I wish you could use the controller. I wish there was an alternative method because I enjoy the layout of this game. I enjoy the look of it, actually, quite a bit. I like the feel of it besides the catching mechanic. There's a number of times where I was still throwing with this in the same thing, and they would go crisscross, and I'm like, how? That should be physically impossible. I even took my console at one point to test this out, moved it outside to my big screen, and it would still occasionally do it. I don't know if there's something wrong with my controller or what, but yeah, sometimes the balls would not follow the path I threw them in at all, and it was kind of really annoying. It was pissing me off, to be truthful. Like 100% truthful. So let's talk about them, guys. You see them on screen now, the seasonal goals. So you don't see the crosses anymore, you see check marks. That's the system I'm going to use now. Welcome to Pokemon Premier Journey. My seasonal goals wrapping up. Let's go Eevee. Complete the Pokedex. Well, we had that done a while ago. Capture 1 shiny Pokemon. We did that. We caught a Vulpix. Capture 1 perfect IV Pokemon. I showed you the Gyarados. That was a Magikarp that was perfect IV. But I decided to level it up because I was leveling up a bunch of other stuff until my Chansey streak broke. You decide to have 6 level 100 Pokemon. This is something I decided because nobody commented. We got that done. We actually have 8, I believe, level 100s right now. Capture 2 shiny Pokemon. I haven't shown you the shiny Bell. Well, you saw me catch the shiny Bellsprout, so I don't need to show you it. But, you know, I didn't show you it, so I will in a minute. And then Channel catch version exclusive shiny Pokemon. That was also Vulpix. Alright, guys, so we're back to this screen. And just to show you really quick, I'll show you the Bellsprout. Now, I kind of want to try to get every single Pokemon perfect IV in this game. Get like a perfect IV, get a shiny Dex and stuff, but I'll do that over time. I believe this is my shiny Bellsprout. Yeah, here he is. Look at him, adorable. I can't wait until he's a Victory Bell. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, we completed all that. Now, I actually want to give you guys a small sneak peek of what's to come, right? Because the next series is going to be Pokemon Premier Journey Season 3, and it's going to be in Pokemon Sword. I have it ready to go, and I'm literally so excited. I'm going to record the first episode. Maybe tonight, depending on, I have a few things I need to record tonight, but we got done with Let's Go Eevee. I swear to you guys, this game is not gone forever. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to stream it. I'll stream it here on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick, because I'll be multi-streaming soon, but that's going to be a little while out. I need to take a break from this game, because boy, is it frustrating. Over the last week, I actually might take a, I want to say it. Not only was I chaining Chanseys, I have had 2 Magikarp streaks, one of 250 plus and one of 550 plus break. I've had a Chansey one that was like 200 and something plus break just a second ago. I am kind of fed up with this game, and it was always kind of BS. The ball's going sideways, going crisscross, whatever. It makes no sense to me, and it actually very much pisses me off. So I am fed up with this game right now. Like, if I did a review about this game, I would trash the throwing mechanic so bad it would lower the score because it's so frustrating. Maybe I have something wrong with my controller. Maybe I should think, you know, maybe it's something like that, but I don't know. It seems like it works and then it will randomly crisscross for no reason. I don't know if my console's turned in a weird way. It doesn't look like it is. I can see it behind my monitor. I don't know. Right, but I promise you, this will come back. We will shiny hunt. We will go for perfect IVs. We'll be doing stuff on stream, and I'll let you guys know when that comes, but I definitely need to take a break from this. Might as well save really quick just to make sure. You can see Pokedex 150. We only have 20 money left because I bought a bunch of items to do the Chansey hunt. I battled the Elite Four. I got a ton of money to make sure I could buy a bunch of stuff to catch all these Pokemon that I've caught. I think literally since I've exchanged, I want to say like 1,500 plus Pokemon over the last week and a half. So I put in work. I've really done my best to you know, to try to complete the objectives. It was frustrating, but I did it, guys. So again, I'm talking about a sneak peek. I kind of went on a rant there, but sneak peek time, guys. I already said it. We're going to be in Pokemon Sword because, truth be told, Pokemon Sword is just... I looked at the two versions, you know. Like, let me bring up the exclusives list, right? Okay, version differences between Sword and Shield. First off, let's talk about returning Pokemon, right? Dino, Zweilous, and Hydreigon versus Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar. I love them both equally. I do love Tyranitar a little bit more, but so that was kind of a toss-up. The next one was Sliggoo, Goodra, and Goomy. Sorry, I forgot the pre-evolution for a second. Versus Jangmo, Hawkmo-O, and Kommo-O. I am a huge Hawkmo-O and Kommo-O fan. And Jangmo-O is really cute. But I do like that line better than Goodra. So that pushed me towards Sword. Right? Then you have Gothita, Gothorita, and Gothitelle versus Solucis, Duosion, and Reuniclus. I love them both pretty evenly. Reuniclus is a little bit better, and that kind of was close, but yeah. Then the next one was Seedot, Nuzleaf, Shiftry, and Sword. Lotad, Lombre, Ludicolo, and Shield. I like Shiftry's line better than Ludicolo. I was never a Lombre Ludicolo fan. I like Lotad. Lotad's cute, but I don't like the rest. So gotta be honest, that was one of those big ones where I was like, nah, Sword's still winning. Next was Rufflet and Braviary versus Volibee Mandibuzz. I love Braviary's design way more than Mandibuzz, so again, Sword was winning even more. The next one was Swirlix and Slurpuff versus Spritzee and Aromatisse. They were both kind of meh to me, so it was just kind of break even. Now, here's the big one, right? Scrafty and Scraggy versus Toxicroak and Krogunk. I love both of them, but I love Scrafty just a bit more. And so Sword is winning even further. Then came the dumb ones. Sock and Throw, Basculin, Red Stripe versus Blue Stripe. It's funny, Red Stripe's in the red game, Blue Stripe's in the... Red Stripe's in the blue game, Sword, and then Blue Stripe's in the red game. And it kind of works the opposite for Sock. Sock, the blue one, is in the blue game. Versus Throw, the red one. Yeah, so those were whatever. That was tossed up. Now we get to Mawile versus Sableye. And I have a ton of Sableye. I like Mawile, right? And so I kind of went with Mawile there, ever so slightly, not by much. Then we had Solrock versus Lunatone, that's a whatever. Persimmon versus Oranguru, that's whatever. Tortonator versus Drampa. I have, in my versions, the ability to get Drampa. I never got Tortonator. So that was another little plus to Sword, right? So then we go to the Galarian forms, and I gotta be honest, this is where it became tough. I love Farfetch'd. Galarian Farfetch'd looks so cool, and Surfetch'd is an evolution I've been... Speaking of Farfetch'd, look at the game. He's literally right here. Like, the master trainer guy is right here for Farfetch'd. That's funny. But no, you know, that's versus Galarian Ponyta and Galarian Rapidash. I love Ponyta and Rapidash. The Galarian forms are cool, but it doesn't beat Surfetch'd. So Sword gets another big plus. Then we have Galarian Darumaka and Darmanitan versus Corsola and Cursula. They were both whatever to me, so I kind of was like, it was whatever. Then Flapple versus Appletun. I love Flapple. Appletun's cute, but yeah. And then unfortunately, it came one of those pluses to Shield where in DD female is so much better than a DD male. But that was like, you know, Sword has so many pluses at this point that Shield just gained one. And then Stonejourner versus SQ. SQ's really cute, so that was a plus, but I do like Stonejourner's design because he is based off of Stonehenge. I forgot what it was called for a second. So yeah, and then we go to the legendaries. Both of them are so cool, Zacian and Zamazenta, but Zacian just looks so badass with a sword in his mouth and all that. Gives me Zoro vibes with like the sword in the mouth and stuff, but I do like Zamazenta. So that was really even. So at this point, Sword just has more pluses to me than Shield. So Sword is like still kind of quite a bit ahead. And then it's like certain towns and stuff. The differences were like whatever. And then we get to the trainers, right? And it was, okay, for Sword, you have Bay and Gordy versus Shield, which has Alistair and Melanie. I love Bay's design. Bay's design is just like perfect waifu to me. And Gordy just kind of looks like a dick, but you know, he kind of looks like a pompous star football player, which totally fits, you know, the vibe of England, I think, you know. Versus Alistair. Alistair is really cool. I like the mask. I like the feel of him. Melanie's whatever, truth be told. But yeah, so right there, Bay alone carried Sword out of that group. Yeah, and then obviously you had the Bob's Futin versus Botch's Futin, and yeah, Bob wins just alone on the name. And then the expansions, you had the rivals. So Sword gets Clara, who I love her aesthetic. She is totally top tier. Versus Avery, who I don't like him. I don't like Avery. Avery, I don't mind the jersey. I hate the top hat and the little thingy. He's supposed to be like a gentleman, but it's like, take off the jersey, dude. It just, I don't know. He doesn't feel right. So at that point, Sword had run so dramatically. And again, I said there's a sneak peek here, and I've kind of ran on about the differences. Sword won by a handful of points in my mind. So let's talk about the sneak peek. You see it right here. Welcome to Pokemon Premier Journey Series Goals. That's right. You see 4 levels, and these are long-term goals we're going to complete over the series. And this doesn't just mean one game. This means the entire thing. So level 1, complete the entire Pokedex. That means in Pokemon Home, I want to have a complete Pokedex of every single Pokemon. Not too hard, I think, in the modern era, but hey, that's the first goal. Once that is checked off, we move to level 2, which has 1 more item, and it's question marks. We'll see that once we complete level 1. Then level 3 has 2 more, which obviously gets done by completing level 2, and level 4 gets done by completing level 3. If you want to try to take a guess, let me know what you think those other 4 are, because I already have them technically written down in another sheet, but you're just seeing the one I'm showing you. Now, guys, again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below about the series, what improvements you would like to see, and next, the next time you see a Pokemon Premier Journey, it will be in Pokemon Sword, and I'll be asking you for 3 more challenges. Let me know what you think, and until next time, tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link to the description below, and you can also, like Scott did, make me re-record this.